Welcome to Book for Therapy. You're listening to music by Clara Schumann, piano trio in G minor. I'm Yana Hunt, and now I'll be your host. The first book I'm going to be looking at is Dr. Julie Smith's Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before? Why choose it as a resource? Dr. Julie Smith is a clinical psychologist and mental health educator. She's known for creating short-form mental health content. The purpose of the book is to provide basic insight into the functioning of our mind and body, along with practical tools for daily mental health well-being. The content focus is a clear and detailed look at how these ideas would be discussed in a therapy session, together with simple step-by-step guidance anyone can follow. The key approach is practical, skills-based methods, where we get to pick the right tool for the challenge, give it time to work, and practice, especially when not needed. Its distinctive element is that it is a toolbox filled to the brim with different tools for different jobs. And it's not a key to a problem-free life, but with some guidance and self-awareness, struggle can build strength. The first awareness day or period is that of maternal mental health awareness observed this week. The theme for this year of 2025 is Your Voice, Your Strength. Chapter 1 of the book in Understanding Low Mood, with its focus on how feelings get created, will be dealt with in the light of this. The mother and baby in the image are by artist Marie Cassatt, Louise nursing her child, and the music in the background will be by Clara Schumann. We observed Maternal Mental Health Awareness Week between the 5th and the 11th of May. This year of 2025, the theme was Your Voice, Your Strength. Even if the period has come to an end, the theme will always be more than relevant. It is essential to remember that you or someone dear to you might be experiencing symptoms of depression if pregnant and feeling irritable, restless or agitated, overwhelmed or unable to cope with daily tasks, sad, tearful frequently or having low mood, or if having a baby and feeling fear that you're not a good mother, difficulty thinking clearly, concentrating or making decisions, withdrawing from family and friends, please talk to a healthcare professional such as your doctor, midwife, or health visitor. Sometimes it might help to talk to someone specialized in mental health care too. Most importantly, reach out for support, show and practice self-compassion. Chapter 1 Summary. Why has nobody told me this before? Mood naturally rises and falls. No one feels joyful all the time. However, we aren't powerless in the face of these shifts, as there are steps we can take that can make a difference. Often feeling low points to unmet needs rather than a problem within the brain. Every moment we live can be explored by breaking it down into the different elements of our experience. These elements are all interconnected and can explain how we sometimes find ourselves caught in cycles of low mood or even depression. Our emotions are shaped by various factors, many of which are within our control. While we cannot simply choose emotions or flip them on like a switch, we can influence how we feel by working with the parts we can manage. The cross-sectional formulation is a helpful tool for building insight into what's affecting our emotional state and contributing to the feeling of being stuck. Our mood is not fixed and it does not define who we are. It is a sensation we experience. We have more power to influence our emotions than we often realize. What is low mood? Low mood is common, as everyone has low days. How bad it is, though, varies from day to day and person to person. Many people hide it well. We mask it even from our loved ones, often because we compare ourselves to others' perfect lives, especially on social media. However, we need to rethink mood. Mood is not a fault in the brain, a personal flaw to hide while functioning outside and not thriving inside. Mood is affected by internal and external factors like body temperature, and just like being cold or hot, we can take action to shift that. Internal factors that impact mood range from hunger, dehydration, sleep, or illness to external ones like the weather, the environment, or life events. We have the power to shift our mood because mood is not fixed. Moods change and they don't define us. So we do this by building a toolbox of coping skills that is our emergency kit and practicing it before we need it. What is low mood? Low mood is common as everyone has low days. How bad it is varies from day to day and person to person. Many people hide it well. We mask it even from our loved ones, often because we compare ourselves to others' perfect lives, especially on social media. However, we need to rethink mood. Mood is not a fault in the brain, a personal flaw to hide while functioning on the outside and not thriving on the inside. Mood is affected by internal and external factors like body temperature, and just like being cold or hot, we can take action to shift that. Internal factors that impact mood range from hunger, dehydration, sleep, or illness to external ones like the weather, the environment, or life events. We have the power to shift our mood because mood is not fixed. Moods change and they don't define us. We do this by building a toolbox of coping skills that is our emergency kit, and we practice these skills before we need them. This is of utmost importance. These skills are life skills and universal tools anyone can benefit from. However, sometimes, especially if the low mood persists, it might be helpful to seek the support of a mental health professional to learn and apply these skills safely. Here we can see the same concepts shown to highlight the cycle of low mood when we feel down and empty, the masking behavior to meet expectations, particularly societal expectations, when we feel pressure to appear happy and energetic. We are influenced by misconceptions, thinking mood is a personality type as we should just be or think ourselves happy. We compare ourselves often to how happy or good we perceive others to be, or how happy or good we wish we were. The solution to this is to build emotional resilience, which is the ability to shape and manage our emotions. To understand mood flexibility, which is that mood is not fixed and can change. To acquire coping tools by developing strategies to handle emotional challenges, and to learn life skills, which are essential for navigating life's emotional ups and downs. Mood is not all in your head. It's also in your body state, your relationships, your past and present, your living conditions and lifestyle. It's in everything you do and don't do, in your diet and your thoughts, your movements and memories. How you feel is not simply a product of your brain. How feelings get created. A good example of this given in the book is when we don't have restful sleep because we've just had a baby. There's a trigger, the loud alarm that wakes us up in the morning. In turn, this causes a physical reaction with thoughts and external stressors. That is how an emotional state emerges. Body signals discomfort, pounding heart, tiredness. Brain connects physical state to mood. Why do I feel bad? It finds reasons like work stress, parenting demands, dehydration, broader factors. The root cause is identified as the brain searches for meaning. The baby woke up twice and we stayed up late the night before. Brain gathers clues from the body, heart rate, hormones from the senses, sight, sound, from the actions, the thoughts, and past experiences. Our response to the emotion, rumination, or action feeds information back to the body and the brain. Mood is a complex, multidimensional process. It's not just in the brain. The brain gathers body information, sensory information, information from actions and thoughts and past memories, sometimes felt as emotions and moods. Then the brain combines these clues to make a best guess, which results in a feeling or emotion. Here we can visualize the cycle of mood formation. The brain gathers body signals by collecting physiological data like heart rate and hormones. It then processes sensory input. It integrates information from senses like sight and sound. Next, it analyzes actions and thoughts. It considers current actions and thoughts. It compares them with past memories. It relates current data to past experiences. It then formulates a best guess, makes a prediction about the situation. It experiences the emotion of this best guess. It feels the resulting emotion or mood. It responds to the emotion, reacts based on the emotion felt, and then it sends feedback to the body and the mind. We can see in this image the different elements that contribute to the creation of our mood and the chain reaction that can be triggered by one or a combination of aspects: the body state, physical health and hydration level, past and present, past experiences and current circumstances, lifestyle, daily habits and routines, thoughts, cognitive processes and mental patterns, memories, recalled experiences, relationships, social connections and interactions, living conditions, environmental factors, diet, nutritional intake, and movement, physical activity. Low mood gives you the urge to do things that make mood worse because feelings and thoughts shape each other in both directions. The two-way road. External events influence internal state. Stressful or negative events act as a trigger for an internal reaction. Our mood drops, we feel hopeless. Emotional state declines, leading to feelings of overwhelm and discouragement. Unhelpful beliefs form. Thoughts like, what's the point, or nothing will ever get better, dominate our internal dialogue. We withdraw or do less, meaning reduced activity, avoidance, or retreating socially worsens the downward spiral. Then nothing changes, the situation remains the same, fueling the cycle to repeat. The downward spiral of inactivity. We disengage, meaning withdraw from enjoyable activities, then our mood gets worse and we feel worse due to inactivity. We experience physical lethargy, which reduces our energy and motivation. We avoid physical exercise and activity, and our mood further declines with increased negative feelings. Awareness begins in hindsight, but with practice, it becomes a tool we can use in real time. So, where to start to feel better? The toolkit presented in the book asks us to think about what's causing our low mood, to practice identifying the different parts of our experiences, both uplifting and challenging, by using the cross sectional formulation. We see the relationship between thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and behavior. Set aside 10 minutes to think back on a situation from today. Some sections might be simpler to complete than others. Reflecting on past moments will help us gradually develop the ability to notice the connections between different aspects of our experience as they occur. How do we build awareness of low mood? First, we identify past moments by reflecting on the day to choose what to review. We notice physical sensations like tiredness or appetite loss. We recognize negative thoughts by identifying, for example, self-doubt or criticism. We observe urges like hiding or scrolling through social media. That is how we develop in-moment awareness, that is building the ability to notice these aspects as they occur. And that is our opportunity for change, using the awareness to make positive changes in behavior with understanding and self-acceptance. How do we overcome low mood? Just like a baby, one step at a time. With hindsight awareness, we reflect on past moments to identify patterns. This builds in moment awareness by developing the ability to notice things as they occur. And that changes the opportunity by using awareness to make positive changes in behavior. Again, where to start? Under the Try This section in the book, these questions can guide us as we complete the formulation, or we may choose to explore them as part of our journaling practice. 1. What circumstances brought you to this point? 2. What went on just before you noticed a shift in how you felt? 3. What ideas or interpretations were running through your mind then? 4. What were you focusing on at that moment? 5. What emotions did you notice? 6. In which parts of your body did you sense those feelings? 7. Did you pick up on any other bodily sensations? 8. What urges or tendencies arose within you? 9. Did you respond to those impulses? 10. If you resisted, what steps did you take instead? 11. How did your choices impact your emotional state? And 12. How did your behavior impact your view or beliefs about what happened? That's all from me for now. All the information provided about the book, except if quoted, has been paraphrased. The music in the background is by Clara Schumann, a highly regarded composer celebrated this month of May. I hope you have found the information provided in this chapter beneficial. See you soon.